It is, hey people, it is 8 p.m. My lives have been posting all day. You see them processing. I emailed them. I don't know what's going on. It was a lot. Maybe it was a lot. So I'm going to condense it. Like it was into parts and everything. It was good material. Good material. Cause sometimes that other stuff be great too. It'd be great. It'd be great. Basically, um, I was so filled up, and I decided that I was gonna pour out some of my love. Share from my overflow. So I was sharing, and in the middle of me sharing, I was talking about my beloved brother, Dave Tony. And in the middle of me sharing, his voice came through my live. And when his voice came through my live, I was looking, I heard it was low on my end. But on the end to everybody else, it was very loud. And I didn't know that. So I kept on talking, and then somebody brought it to my attention, and I was like, oh, let me stop this live and let me, oh my God, just kind of be in this moment of this miraculous stuff that's happening on my phone where my phone's just randomly playing his voice. So that's what my last post was talking about, like, oh, the spiritual phenomena today. And as I went to explain about him and I and our relationship and dynamics, somehow I went down a little rabbit hole because I started talking about other members of my family. And I ended up realizing that I had made some choices and some decisions when I was way, way, way younger, like over 25 years, well, not 25 years ago, because my son was already here. He was about like maybe 3, maybe 2. So over 20 years ago, say like that. Over 20 years ago. And I almost made similar decisions, different circumstances, but same decision. And I realized I had to act with wisdom. So that's how I'm acting. I'm acting and moving with wisdom, and I wanted to share it because it needed to be clear that I'm moving with wisdom. So I mentioned that I had opened up an opportunity to some individuals, and they were like, cool, like I'm all with it, but they didn't really take the actions that I recommended that would have shown me that they really, really was with it. They took some actions prior, but I recognized that this show, the Super T podcast show, is now a production. It's not just sitting around talking. There's behind the scenes people talking to me. I'm popular. I'm popular now. I don't even know how I got so popular. But anyway, I didn't put on my do not disturb. But I felt like I needed to do this because my other stuff didn't freaking post. And I don't know why it didn't post. You're going to hear pots moving in the background. Because, some people just don't know that sound travels. And when I get to doing my live, they like doing their own little thing. And it's all good. But the point is that I have to update you and show you that my 2 lives from earlier are still posting. And that's basically how it went down. I basically let it be known that I'm being wise, I'm moving with wisdom, and that's it. There's no love lost, there's no anything but the fact that I'm moving with wisdom, because see, if you tell me something, you got to show it to me. And I feel and I know what I asked was not a lot. I asked for 2 simple things. Well, 3 simple things. First, let's regularly meet and let's discuss the production, and let's discuss budgets, and let's discuss all of the things that go into a successful production, a successful show. The second thing I asked for was do a short video introducing yourself. The third thing I asked for is every day, take a minute, 60 seconds out of your time, please, and whatever. It could be whatever. There's no restrictions. You're free. Take 60 seconds out of your time and let's interact with the audience. There's 300 people that are subscribed to the channel. Let's show them who you are. And everybody was like, okay. And then I just waited, and I was checking and checking and checking and checking and checking and checking and checking. And 1 week went by, and I was like, okay, well, I guess they're not really interested. It's cool. I'm going to keep on doing it myself. And then next week went by, and this was the next week, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I just assumed that they just weren't interested anymore until I got a message during the live that was like, hey, it's such and such. And I'm like, hey, and I'm wondering in my head, why did I identify as that? And maybe we should have had a conversation when they took no action, like, okay, you took no action, so I take that as you're not interested. So I will take responsibility for not having that conversation, but I just assumed they wasn't interested because there was no action taken, and I just left it as that. I didn't know that they were even still interested, so I was just like, wait a minute. This is not something that's brand new, you know. I have been doing this for a few years, and I have been lifing, and you know, it's evolving. So I figured, okay, be part of the evolution. But I recognize that to be part of the evolution, you have to want to be a part of it, and you have to be willing to put in the work that's necessary. And it may not be monetized immediately, but it's still going to require your energy. And you don't necessarily have to be in this space to pour into the show. You don't, like, we can meet virtually. I wasn't like, oh, we got to meet right here, right now. I'm super flexible. I was like, listen, we could do a Zoom, because right now I'm actually going to exercise some wisdom, put my time into getting together for school, getting my son together for school, and focus on that. And that requires just me keeping my energy and the energy around me very intentional. Very, 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 very intentional. And although I'm ready to already be, I guess, grounded in a space where I've been there for years and I'm hosting events and things of that sort, that's not the current reality. The current reality is I'm barely a month. I think I just made a month in brand new space, and I need to ground myself to this space. My family needs to ground themselves to this space, and I need to be conscious and practice wisdom and not do business, because actually it's not even, I'm not even supposed to do commercial stuff here anyway. And commercial by definition means that, you know, it's business oriented, and there's making a profit. Like, you know, I'm not supposed to do that. But being that the show is not monetized yet, technically it's not that, but still, family first, you know? So, I don't know when these videos are gonna come up. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow will be finished processing. I don't know. But the point is out there. That I'm exercising wisdom. And if I should have maybe went directly, maybe perhaps, I don't know, maybe that would have been more clear. But it is what it is. There's no love lost. Like, I don't know why people cross my path. You know, sometimes it is just for a moment. Sometimes it's just to inspire each other, you know, in our own individual fields. You know, you just never know. I've had such a roller coaster of a life that I've just kind of gotten to the point where people will show me if they want to be around. And if they don't, they'll show me that too. And I'm okay either way. And it is what it is. So I know that I need to stay on top of it, which is why you'll see daily reels from me. It is under construction because I do need a production team, and I thought that I would be able to do that with some people that I was, you know, opening up to, but due to the results I feel like I'm probably going to have to hire a production team. And so that's going to take some time. I could probably use like Fiverr for certain things. I do have some friends who have successful channels where they have like thousands of followers. So I actually reached out to one of my friends recently because I'm like, hey, you got a reel. And I don't have a budget to pay somebody to do a reel for me right now. But every show has a reel. Like, even if it's not a podcast show, most successful YouTube channels have an introductory reel on it. That's what I have seen. So I'm like, okay, I need an introductory reel. And how am I going to do it when I don't got the budget to do it? I know I have the equipment to do it, but I don't have the budget, and I don't necessarily know how to use all of the equipment. So how am I going to get it done? So I reached out to my friend who has a successful channel, over 2,000 followers. Shout out to BLACKSTORM. Woo, woo. Follow that page. A lot of spirituality. Good brother. I'm gonna actually copy his link and put it in my description in this video, because I don't know how this is gonna show up. I think they show up clear, but sometimes I think the screen recording uploaded to YouTube, sometimes you can't see the words clearly. But I'm gonna make sure that his link is inside of the description of this video. So he gave me the app. He used the app. He told me he did himself, and I was like, really? I like it. He's like, yeah, it's easy. He knows I'm a little tech savvy. Like, I can figure it out. Give me the right tools. I'm gonna figure it out. It might take me a little second, but I'm gonna figure it out. So he gave me the app, and so I am gonna be working on that, and I will have one together this week. We're entering new moon season soon, and that's a great time to put out some new stuff. So I stay in the flow, I stay moving forward, and I'm grateful for it all. So that's what it is, and hopefully these videos will show, and if they don't, well, that's all the tea right here. In a bit, 12 minutes. Oh, let me get back to these people that's messaging me. Oh gosh.